Hello, family, friends, and whoever is unfortunate enough to stumble upon this video on the internet. And welcome back to my vlog. It was the second full week of class, so a lot of it has just been kind of getting into the swing of everything, getting used to living in this house. Hay un jardín en el centro de la casa. It is probably one of my favorite things about this house. We always keep these windows open and the wind and the sunlight just comes in. Un otro visto. Always have soap operas going on the TV. There's a sink and laundry room in there, and then this is the kitchen, la cocina. Eating the typical Costa Rican lunch every day. It's called casado. So it's rice and beans separate with like meat, fried plantains, salad. It's so good. Yeah, we pretty much have some variation of that every single day. Un otro comida increíble de Ana. Fresh made juice per usual, and those are fresh fried tortilla chips. Yum. We've been learning how to go to the bank and even making some little friends along the way. Getting used to classes and hanging around campus. Un poco de la universidad. Esta es la biblioteca. It's very pretty. Great views. Navigating the busy streets where there's not a lot of crosswalks, but we did find one. And even just kind of running those weekly errands with your friends. In la clínica para las inyecciones de alergia de Kate. It's funny because all last year I would go with Claire Walters to get her allergy shots, and now I'm in Costa Rica doing the exact same thing. This week in our Latin American cuisine class, we made gallo pinto, which, just like casado is the typical Costa Rican lunch every day, gallo pinto is pretty much the typical breakfast every day. The only difference is that gallo pinto, the rice and beans are mixed, versus casado, they're separate. A little bit of prep. Got a well done on these, so I'm excited. Well, cut my finger already. So they took me out and now I am stirring. So basically you cook up some veggies. Put me on stirring. You add rice. You add beans.
It's looking good.
And then you let that kind of just cook all together so the flavors can all just combine, and it's incredible. Then you usually have an egg cooked however you like it, and then just a wide variety of different sides depending on the day. So you might have avocado, queso, tomato, bacon.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah. Fried plantain.
Both come from Africa.
And then usually some kind of freshly squeezed juice.
Juice and orange.
Yum! I have yet to have any non-homemade juice here. Right. The spread. This is breakfast for dinner, Costa Rican style. After class, we walk out and we made a little friend. Literally, what the heck? You just picked it up!
Chomping on me.
Wednesday was a big day. Today is the first day of our hospital internship, so we just walked the streets wearing matching scrubs. So we started with a quick tour of the hospital, kind of got to see all the different places that we're going to be in, including the OR.
So excited.
We're gonna get to scrub up.
Also, where the babies are born, we saw some newborn babies.
Fingers crossed we see a live birth.
That would be wild. In the middle of the hospital, there was this indoor butterfly garden that had hundreds, I'd say, of butterflies.
So many. And tons of cocoons too. They were just all chilling there.
And I think it was the hospital's most prized possession. All the nurses just kept talking about it, and everybody would stop and look. And it was really a cool addition to a hospital because that's not something you normally see.
Right, it was right outside the pediatric wing, so like all the kids like could see it all the time. Whenever we mention that we are interning in the hospital to any kind of local, they're always like, oh, have you seen the butterflies? And we're like, yeah, we saw them. I think we're actually gonna get to like volunteer in there a little bit, so yeah, hopefully some footage to come. We were both sent to physical therapy
For the entire day on Wednesday, but right when we got there,
they were all heading out to the cafeteria to go get their morning coffee.
the hospital provided coffee and a bread like biscuit, but it was kind of sweet.
Kind of like a tough breadstick.
Like bad Olive Garden. It was for all the hospital employees. They all took a break at the same time.
Yeah, they actually provide, I think, breakfast, a morning coffee break, lunch, and an afternoon coffee break for all of their employees, which is like crazy. But I did ask like the nurse that we were hanging out with, like, if she thought that it helped build community, and she said that it did because they all get to kind of socialize for a little bit every single day.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting.
After our coffee, we went back to the physical therapy room.
I got to actually do a lot of hands-on stuff. So they had us on this big bed kind of with patients trying to stretch out their muscle and do all the activities to kind of work their muscles that had maybe been tense and they'd like rigid after they'd like suffered strokes and stuff.
We did a lot of like warm compresses where we went and got like the heating pads and wrapped them in towels and brought them to the different patients.
They had like electrotherapy, so it was kind of this electronic thing. I'm not totally sure what it felt like, but we put like a little bit of like gel on and then would like rub areas of pain on the patients. This is like one of their main like sets of treatments.
It is physical therapy for pain.
It's much more natural than like any kind of like medication or anything. The two nurses that were working in there, one was Marcella, who was sweet as can be. An angel. And then the other one was Jorge Cito.
Jorge.
Everyone said he was a little loco.
He was a little crazy. Him and I had a dance session.
But he was great, and he would explain everything to us.
Ask us questions.
Yeah, taught us like why we were doing what we were doing. He described physical therapy as like the right hand man to all of the doctors. And I think that that's really important. I don't think that that's stressed as much in the United States. And then at the end of the day, we got to go on another coffee break.
We had a lot of coffee.
It was an awesome first experience. We're so excited to go back and keep you guys updated on all the cool stuff that we get to see. So then on Thursday, the USAC office held a celebration for all the students. It was called El Rezo de Niño.
I want to share with you a piece of our culture. All the house, in each single house, rich or poor, you will go to the living room and there was an activity set.
All the families here keep up these extravagant nativity scenes for the whole season, and then they have one final celebration where they take it down in January. So that's kind of what we were experiencing.
And that was a special day. The day that we collected and put it away, that was like, we will pray the rosary, and we'll sing.
This little mariachi band came and they played some songs and they'd say some prayers in between, and honestly it was so beautiful. I loved it.
And of course, food to celebrate.
So yeah, just another action-packed week here in San Ramon, Costa Rica. I can't believe it's only been 2 weeks. It feels like a lifetime already. So, pura vida. Ciao.